Let's go, guys. I'm really excited because we're bringing you another one of the world's very first AI certified agents, my man, Keven Card. What's going on, Kevin?
Another beautiful day above ground, man. Just rocking and rolling.
Man, I love it. I love it. And I was reading through your bio here, Larry, here a little bit too. We were talking before. I didn't know you were in the Marines. It makes sense why transition to real estate. You're like, oh, real estate's not that hard.
No, real estate's it's a busy business.
Yeah.
But it's right in line with what I'm always used to. So, it's ground and pound every day. Set the mission, get the goal, improvise, adapt, overcome, all that stuff still applies. So we utilize those mentalities to add new features like AI into our systems. And we're just seeing incredible results from it.
I love it. I love it. And, let's go back in time a little bit here. And, when you first saw, not even through artificial intelligence through us, when you first saw artificial intelligence, what was kind of going through your mind during that time?
Terminator.
Yeah.
That's what was the first thing going through my mind.
Yeah.
So it took me a minute to realize that I can be behind it or I can be in front of it.
Yeah.
I can utilize it to benefit my business, or I can sit back and be afraid of it, sit on the couch and wait for the Terminator to show up.
Right.
So at the end of the day, I'm always going to stay in front of things. I'm not going to stay behind things. At my age, most people my age are not technologically sound.
Yeah.
I tend to stay in tune with those things because I know they benefit my business.
Yeah. And, I think the cool thing about artificial intelligence too, like you're saying, technologically sound is, you don't, like with AI, you don't really have to be that tech savvy. No. AI does a lot of the work for you. So, like when you spent the entire week with us learning about artificial intelligence, becoming one of the world's first AI certified agents, tell us what are some of the things that you learned? What some of your biggest takeaways from that week?
Oh man, the biggest takeaway is that I don't have to create the client profiles anymore. I don't have to try and figure it out.
Yeah.
If you ask it the right question, it will give you the answer. And you can even ask it the question to ask itself to give you the right answer.
Right.
It is a mountain of work off my plate. So I can focus on other more important things like showing houses, listing houses, selling houses, keeping people under contract, getting them through the process. All those things are much more important than sitting down trying to figure out the marketing aspect or paying thousands of dollars to some organization who has got the latest, greatest nonsensical thing.
Right.
I'd much rather sit down, tap into the AI revolution, and absolutely dominate.
I think that's a big part of, like, a lot of people just have this misunderstanding with what AI can do for their business, where it's like, absolutely. I don't want it to replace the human element. I don't want it to replace me, but that's not what's happening. So, because like one of our core beliefs is we believe agents should spend less time behind a computer and more time communicating with their clients. So what are some of the different ways that you're already seeing AI be able to, let's say, expedite the amount of time it used to take you to do things?
Well, the very first thing it does is it frees up all that administrative stuff that I used to have to fool with all the time. It allows me more face-to-face with my clients. And that is the most valuable aspect of real estate. It is simply a face-to-face business. It is not, you can't artificially create that. It's just not possible. You have to have the face-to-face because people don't trust technology yet. And it's going to take a long time before they really trust it. You start getting into robotics and all those other things. There's still going to be that human element in between now and then. I'm going to be in front of that. Okay. So I'm building out systems and constantly evolving my systems to match what AI is capable of doing. So the better AI gets, the better my business is going to get. I'm going to keep the lights on 24/7 so that I can actually dominate my area. And my area is not a small area. So I have to dominate a lot of area. But I tell you what, all I got to do is say AI certified realtor, and it sparks a conversation that quick.
I love it. I love it. And I think you're absolutely right too, because it's really about, like you said, how do you stand out and make yourself different from everybody else?
Absolutely.
And not only different, but how do you make your listings different? How do you work with your buyers to offer a different process as well? And, you know, something that you're in as well is you're in the secret society here on the back end, the AI society in the back end. Tell us, like, what are some of the things that you're excited for being a part of this exclusive group that we have here on the back end?
I'm most excited about all the new tools that we don't even know about yet. I mean, those are the things, like, for example, the one that writes all my emails. I mean, I don't just use that to write all my emails. I started asking it questions on how to do certain things for blog posts. And instead of having to get back into my my AI system, I can just ask it, and it helps me build out meta tags and keywords and all those things. I don't even have to leave my website in order to jump over to something else. I can just ask it, copy and paste, man. It speeds everything up. It is so incredible. I mean, that one alone, just mountains of time that I don't have to spend on it. Okay. There's Facebook posts, comments, all that stuff is all taken care of. And I don't even have to think, man. I mean, this is taking the hardship of actually developing complex thoughts and trying to anticipate markets. It's taking it out of the equation so I can focus on the day-to-day, man. The day-to-day is where you win. It's the ground and pound where you win.
I think you're absolutely right. And it's all about just actually like forming relationships.
Absolutely.
Right? It's about forming relationships, like you said, face to face. That is something that will not be replaced within the real estate industry. That face to face, that human connection, and that human element. So I believe it's all about how are we addressing this artificial intelligence thing. And if you're using it, great. Because guess what? In the next 2 years, if you're not, I believe you'll be bagging groceries. You won't be in the business anymore. Maybe not bagging groceries. Real estate agents get a slightly better job than that. But I think you're going to get what I'm saying.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, we're already seeing a shift in the market right now. Things are getting tougher for these agents. And I'm watching these agents fall out already because they have no edge. They have zero edge. So if I don't have an edge, I'm going to be with them. But I intend to keep an edge. I'm going to constantly sharpen my edge to keep it in front of where I need to be. I'm not falling behind because I got too many important things to do. I am not, I'm a devil dog, man. We're gonna ground and pound. We're gonna just keep going.
I love it. Well, Kevin, let me wrap it up by asking this one question. What does it mean to you to be one of the world's very first AI certified agents?
When it relates to my business, it means everything, because I mean, you can open up any conversation anywhere by just saying those words. I've had people contact me because I put that in the bottom of my email signature. What is an AI certified realtor? Let me explain. It opens up those conversations. It creates the opportunities for you where you wouldn't have that conversation before. So I've been able to talk to builders. I've been able to talk to other realtors. I got my insurance guy into your class. I mean, because he was that fascinated by it, even though it's for real estate. They are that intrigued by it. And because they're that intrigued, that means the market's going to be that intrigued too. And that is going to keep me in business. That is my main goal. Stay in business, weather the tough times, get to the good times, and be way ahead of the rest of these agents, so that when the good times hit, they're not going to come close to what I'm capable of doing. Not even close. I don't want to be first loser. I want to be way ahead, light years ahead of these people, so that they cannot even come close to catching up with me. Not a chance.
And I think a big part of that too is, like you were saying as well, is you're going to be able to get a lot more work done without paying someone hundreds, tens of thousands of dollars a year to be able to get it done. And it'll be better, higher quality in front of more people because it is trained correctly, because you are one of the world's first AI certified agents. And guys, if you are near Porter, Texas, you need to reach out to my man, Kevin. He'll be able to take care of you. He is one of the only AI certified agents in the world getting the job done for you and your family. Kevin, thank you so much for coming on here, my man.